Morning. It's Friday the 3rd of October 2025. That's it. Got the security with me again this morning. Come and say up, Dylan. Look at this, lad. Look at the size of him.
Morning, Gaffer.
What a fucking bloke, eh? He's been up since 3 o'clock doing a perimeter check to make sure I'm safe. Thank you for that, Dylan.
Always, Gaffer.
And as big as he is, I'll tell you something, his mother's just stood it back down. She's only that big, and if anybody says out to him, she'll fucking kill him. Where's you doing? Exactly, Sally Ann. Mothers and the lads, you can't beat that bond. Well, today we're gonna have a bit of serious stuff, and we're gonna go out on a laugh. Just look what's out today. The laughing bag's out. Friday, so might as well finish with a laugh. Glasses on, torch out. Yesterday, that in Manchester, that synagogue, there were an attack. I'm not a fan of police, I will admit, because I've had some bad deals with them. But I've got to be honest, that attack outside synagogue, it was swiftly dealt with by Greater Manchester Police, and they received the phone call at 9:31, and at 9:34 they deployed armed police, and at 9:37 police declared it a major incident, and at 9:38 they shot and killed the fucking perpetrator of the murderer, actually. So it just took 7 minutes from the phone call to the suspect dead. You can't get any quicker than that, can you? I just want to say condolences to anybody who is dead and their families. I don't want to say any more on that. I will say this though: Israel and Dick Tice are blaming the Prime Minister for it. My thoughts on that is, you ought to have a look at the genocide in Palestine committed by the Israelis. If you want to blame somebody, you don't want to blame our Prime Minister, because I'm sure it's not his fault. And while we're on about Israel, the flotilla carrying the aid to Gaza, 50 boats from 44 different countries, it was stopped by Israeli Navy, and 497 arrests were made. And you know what? The Western media calls this intercepted. They said the flotilla's been intercepted. Why would they fucking stop them? There's only two reasons why they stopped that flotilla getting to Gaza. One, they want all the Palestinians to die, and two, they don't want the Western world to fucking see what's going on. They don't want any evidence of their war crimes. Right then, on to bad news. Mickey Pearce, Only Fools and Horses. Brilliant character played by Patrick Murray. He died yesterday, 68-year-old. How bad is that? Made a lot of people very happy, provided people with laughs. Well done, Mickey. Oh, Patrick. I want to send solidarity to the lonely street warriors up at Sheffield, the Birmingham bin strikers, and also the mine guards at Cap House. I went down there yesterday. Spirits as high as they can be. I had a cracking morning with them lads and lasses, so thanks for that, kids. Getting back now to Reformski's Dick Tice. He was on TV yesterday, and he was lying about what Keir Starmer said at the conference, and here's the clip. Listen to this clip.
Street corner.
Do you think that you or Nigel Farage has made other people uncomfortable in the past, potentially incited people to be racist or xenophobic in the past? You don't think anything you've said or Nigel Farage has said over the years has done that?
I certainly hope not. I don't think so. And I've never used the sort of language that the Prime Minister used yesterday in his speech that I can recall.
Has anything you or Farage have said in the past has made anyone feel uncomfortable or incited others to be racist and xenophobic in the past? And Dick Tice looked at you. No. What a fucking lame bastard. They sit there, the fucking privileged ex-public school boys, lying through the teeth. Having said that, could you imagine if you said this again? Has anything you and Farage have said in the past made anyone feel uncomfortable or incited others to be racist or xenophobic? He's not going to fucking say yes, is he? Could you imagine if he said yes? Fucking Jesus. on to the main course of today is, if you're still with me, that is, if you're not fell asleep, one of my favourite people she turned out to be talking about that is, and that's Lucy Connolly, the star of the Reformski conference, star speaker, and she provided us with a bit of comedy for this morning. And here she is, listen to this, here she is telling us how the word racist has lost its meaning.
When what happened to me first happened to me, I was so upset, thinking, oh, you know, I don't want to be walking down the street and people calling me a racist. That's not who I am. But it's kind of lost its meaning now, because that word's bandied about, you know, so much that everyone's like, oh yeah, you know, that they roll their eyes and they carry on now. It has no effect. So obviously their definition of a racist is very different to my definition of a racist.
You know when what happened to me, I was so upset. I didn't want to be walking down the street and calling me a racist, because that's not what I am. Fucking hell. She is not a racist. Well, thanks for telling us this, Lucy. She said it's kind of lost its meaning now, because that word is bandied about so much. Everyone is like, yeah, roll their eyes and carry on. It has no effect. So obviously, their definition of a racist is different to my definition of a racist. Fucking laughing, boys, laughing about me even touching it. I mean, how fucking thick is she? She says it's meaningless, except when you plead guilty to racism offences in a court of law, you get sent to fucking prison, like you did, love. I mean, the definition of racist hasn't changed. Lucy's just decided she don't mind being called a racist. She don't mind being called one. And if you keep hearing people call you racist, it's more likely because you say racist things. And listen to this, I'm going to leave you with this little thought. What does this tell us about the state of our media and politics when a convicted racist with proof all over the internet is given loads of media and Reformski backing to lecture us on fucking racism? You could not make this shit up. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Not a bad morning, it's warm, we've had overnight rain, blah, blah, blah. And wake the fuck up, turn the volume up. Wake up, it's no good with volume off, I've found that out.